Hello and welcome to First Glance Film Festival. I'm here with Gayatri. Did I say that right?
Gayatri.
Gayatri.
Close.
So close, but no cigar. We are here to talk about your beautiful film, Yatra. I loved this film. It was so magical to me, and it sort of gave me that sense of adventure that I had when I was a kid watching The Never-Ending Story. I don't know why. It just took me on such a beautiful journey, so I'm super excited to be here with you.
Thank you. That's a huge compliment.
So the first thing I wanted to ask you was whether the film was entirely your own imagining or whether some of it was based in traditional folklore.
Absolutely of someone's imagining, coupled with folklore. The creator of this film is V. Kumari, the executive producer and our lead actress. And she collaborated with a very talented young writer, David Barbesky, to make the script come alive.
Mm-hmm.
Then I came in as director and further collaborated with them on how that would get on its feet and become 3D, if you will. But folklore is absolutely, the roots of what we're. Let me take that again.
That's okay. Take your time.
It's absolutely based in Indian mythology, but I would call it Indian mythology as it, through this woman's perception and understanding, and the main character Padma has her own connection to the folklore that she grew up with.
This is very much her point of view.
Absolutely. So she's a devotee of the Lord Hanuman, the monkey god from Hindu mythology, and this is about her relationship with a god that she loses her trust in temporarily, and then she gets brought back to him through the course of the story while she struggles with some conflicts in her life.
Yeah, there is definitely a journey. So she goes on a literal journey, but also a very personal one of growth, I would say, towards the end, which I found really touching. But in terms of creating that other world, as a filmmaker, what challenges, if any, did you come up against?
Well, initially this film was conceived of as being part animation. So, a little bit of background about the story. This widow goes into the mythical world of the Ramayana when she's searching for two young boys that she deeply cares about in the film. And as you said, it's both a literal journey and a metaphorical one in many ways. She's dealing with not having a voice in the world that she's a part of. At her work, she's bullied a little bit, and she has sort of lost a sense of self and her own power. So initially, we were going to make this part animation. Once she goes into the other world, she's immersed. And then, limitations make for true creativity. We found out that animating a movie actually costs a lot of money.
Yes.
And Vijay and I talked about how it would actually be a lot of fun to bring that to life in live action.
Oh, totally.
So we built a soundstage not far from here. We brought a very talented special effects artist on board, and we figured out how to choreograph and bring to life this magic. I didn't want to do too many special visual effects. I wanted this to feel tangible and real and right there. So I actually really enjoyed that aspect of it. We worked with a very talented choreographer, Shivani Thakur, who's over here in the audience, to bring to life the movements of the demons and the god. And
well, I was 100% invested, so I don't think the film lost anything from not taking it down the animation route.
Awesome, good to hear.
And what would you say was your biggest takeaway from the experience as director? What would you take into your next project, having learned from this one?
Bringing very strong collaborators on board. We all know film is a group effort, a team effort, and from our extremely hardworking producers, our writers and creatives, our choreographer, and composer, they made the movie come alive. You might have a vision, but until you have people who know exactly what they're doing and are willing to take a story to the next level through their craft, you might not end up with.
Absolutely. Couldn't agree more.